Hello everyone. So again, week 7, we need to do a little bit of a recap. So this lesson will be with regards to just compound interest questions. So we have our initial formula, A equals P times bracket 1 plus I to the power of n. What I did here was I listed what each variable stands for. A is the final amount. With this particular formula, the A automatically calculates the final interest and the principal together. That is why A is the final amount. P is the principal, the amount that you started with. Little I is the interest rate per payment. And I'll explain this in a little bit. N is the total number of payments. Now, if you remember, we would have taught you this in grade 11. Certain names in compound interest mean certain things. For example, annually. That means I'm going to receive one payment per year. How often does that occur? Every 12th or 12th month. So if I got paid on June 1st, then I have to wait till June 1st, 2021 to get paid again. Semi-annually, there's 2 per year. And the reason there's 2 payments in a year is because they are 6 months apart. So I would get paid June 1st, January 1st, June 1st, January 1st, 2 per year. Quarterly. Quarterly is exactly the way the name calls it. There's 4 quarters in a year. Where people get hung up is that each quarter is only 3 months. Finally, monthly, there's 12 payments in a year. Every month gets a payment. Now that's very popular for mortgages and so forth. Big borrowing of money, because that way you pay a little bit every month. Interest. Well, because the formula above calculates the interest in a shot, right, with the principal, we need a formula to pull it apart. So how do I do that? Well, the amount of interest that I'm going to make or that I've got to pay is equal to A subtract P, the final amount subtract the principal that I started with. Let's keep going. Typical example. Put $5,000 into an account paying 4% compounded monthly for 7 years. How much interest did we make? So again, I'm a big believer that it's good to list all the pieces that are going to go into my formula. If students are going to make a mistake in this type of material, it's plugging in the right number for the right location. So if you list things here and you calculate each number separately, when you go to substitute in, it should be easier. Now, one more thing I need you to notice. Notice the formula was 1 plus I. Well, I calculated the I over here, right? The interest rate per payment. And then I added the 1 automatically. Okay, I didn't make it a separate question to solve in the problem. It'll save you a little bit of work and probably less confusion. So calculate out. Now the only problem with this is if you have the calculator that will allow you to punch everything and you see it on the screen, no problem. It calculates, it's fine. If you have the old style calculator, then you need to do this big number to the power of 84 first, then times 5,000 to get the correct answer. Both calculators work, but it all depends on the one that you personally have. Calculate the amount of interest. Well, A minus P. So I owed them, or they owed me $5,000. On top of the $5,000, after 7 years of interest, they owe an extra $1,612.57 in interest. All right. Word question, word answer. Again, the amount of questions for this page, there's only 3, and that's because it's considered grade 11 material. I think you should do all 3 just so you have it. All right? I'll take care.